Hello students, today we are going to see derivation of velocity of the transverse wave. First we are going to generate transverse waves in a string. So let us see. First we will take a string. So how this string looks like? The string is a cord whose length is very large as compared to its diameter. So diameter will be less as compared to the length of the wire, and which is perfectly uniform and flexible. The string, what is the nature of the string? String should be perfectly uniform and it should be flexible at the same time. When a string is stretched between 2 points, we are going to stretch the string 2 points and is plugged in a direction at right angle. We are going to plug in a direction at a right angle to its length. So transverse vibration are produced in it. So in this, transverse vibrations are produced in it. The particles vibrate perpendicular to its length and the movement is handed on from, as I already told you, one particle to the another. A transverse wave along the string with a velocity depending upon certain constant of the string. A transverse wave travels. A transverse wave will start traveling along the string with a velocity depending upon certain constant of the string. So we are going to derive velocity of the transverse wave in our next slide. Hello students. Today we will see what is the velocity of the wave. For that I will conduct a small activity for you so that it will be well understood by you. So what I am doing is, I tied one thread to both the sides and I kept one rider at the center of the thread. What I am going to do, I am going to give a jerk. What will happen, we will see. Here notice that the medium is tightly tightened from both the sides. It is very tight. As soon as I gave the jerk, the rider fall down. Now let us see what happens when medium is loosely attached from both the sides. If the tension is less on the string. If the tension is less, what will happen on the paper rider? Again I will keep paper rider and I will give, now see the medium is loose and I will give again the same jerk. It took more time for the paper rider to fall down, which indicates that the velocity is proportional to the tension on the string. We will see how it is connected, but only conclusion from this simple activity, it says that it is proportional to the tension on the string. So we will see velocity of the transverse wave. Our wave looks like this. We will cut this wave. We will consider only this much portion of the wave. So again we will draw. Make use of the scale. So this is the small portion of the wave, A and B. Here it is A and this is the B. Then I draw tangent to this here also. So it is touching only one point of the wave and they are meeting at C. Here also I will draw M and N. So we will write each and everything. Before writing, we will do one more construction over here. Now just I extended to this, keeping, if I join all the points, I will get a perfect circle and R be the radius. Consider a part of the wave AB traveling in the string from left to right. The wave is moving from left to right with a velocity c. C be the velocity of the wave. If the string is pulled from right to left with same velocity, the wave AB will remain stationary with respect to the paper in space, with respect to paper in the space. If the wave is traveling from here to there, and at the same time if you pull from that side, so a stationary wave will be formed. And that we are saying here, if the string is pulled from right to left with the same velocity, here the velocity of both the waves, if it is same, then a stationary wave will be formed. A small part PQ of the wave AB can be considered to be the arc of a circle. So if you join this, so it will form a arc. This is the arc of a circle. If you join, you will get a full circle, and this portion is the arc of the circle. AB is the arc of the circle. As the string moves along the circular arc PQ, a centripetal force acts on it along the radius towards the center O. So here a centripetal force will act towards the center O along the radius. A uniform tension, another name for tension is stretching force. Stretching force, and we will denote it by capital T, acts in the string throughout this tension capital T acts along CP at P and along CQ at Q, where CP and CQ are tangents to the arc PQ at P and Q respectively. Let me explain you. So what here we are saying that a uniform tension is acting along the string since we are forming the wave on the string. हम जो string के ऊपर हम wave बना रहे हैं, first हमने यहाँ से उसको खींचा तो एक wave ऐसा गया. अगर same time हमने दूसरे side से भी खींचा, right hand side से भी खींचा with the same velocity, what will happen? These two waves will form a stationary wave. तो यहाँ पे हमने एक छोटा सा पोर्शन यहाँ से कट करके हमने यहाँ पे ले लिया, ये मान के चल रहे हैं. सो दिस इज द स्ट्रिंग. तो यूनिफॉर्म टेंशन, अभी इस पे एक टेंशन है और स्ट्रेचिंग फोर्स टी एक्ट अलोंग द स्ट्रिंग. इस स्ट्रिंग के सब जगह पे एक यूनिफॉर्म टेंशन एक्ट हो रहा है. दिस टेंशन टी एक्ट अलोंग सीपी. अब सीपी पे एक्ट हो रहा है एट पी एंड सी क्यू एट क्यू, वेयर सीपी और सी क्यू आर द tangents. These two are the tangents to the arc PQ. PQ के ऊपर वाला tangents है और PQ at P कहाँ पे मिल रहा है? at P में मिल रहा है और at Q में they are meeting respectively. अब हम ड्रॉ करने वाले हैं. इसके बाद हम लिखेंगे ड्रॉ PO. हम जो कंस्ट्रक्शन कर रहे हैं वी शुड राइट इन एग्जाम ड्रॉ PO, यानी हम ज्वाइन करेंगे PO एंड QO परपेंडिकुलर टू द आर्क at P and at Q meeting at O, the center of the circular arc. So we will write that also. Draw PO and QO perpendicular to the arc at P and Q meeting at O, the center of the circular arc having a radius R. एंड उसका जो रेडियस रहेगा इट इज आर. लेट, अभी वी आर गोइंग टू कंसिडर वन एंगल. लेट द एंगल POQ be denoted by 2 del theta. अब हम डायग्राम फिर से मैं यहाँ ड्रॉ कर रही हूँ. ऐसा था डायग्राम. सो दिस इज del theta. Here this portion is also del theta. So this P यहाँ पे था POQ ऐसा है. POQ will give you 2 del theta. Join OC. After that join OC. C is over here. OC. Then this OC is the, if you notice, the OC is nothing but bisector of the angle POQ. OC will act as a bisector of the angle POQ. Therefore, we already know arc PQ is nothing but R into 2 del theta. This is the formula. Arc PQ. This arc PQ will be equal to this angle into the radius. So radius is R into 2 del theta. We can write as 2R into del theta. Let rho be the mass per unit length of the string then mass of the part PQ is equal to rho into PQ. As we already know, density is denoted by rho is equal to mass upon volume. Therefore, mass is equal to density into volume. So, this portion we will get from arc PQ. So, This is arc PQ, del rho into PQ, and we already got value for arc PQ is 2r into del theta. So this is 2 into rho into r into del theta. Equation number 2. Now the centripetal force acting on PQ is equal to, centripetal force is equal to mass. First we will discuss that force. Centripetal force is equal to mass into velocity square upon r. So mass we already got 2 into rho into r into del theta into velocity. Velocity of the wave here we denoted it by c. Therefore it will come c square divided by r, radius. Here radius is same r. So this radius will get cancelled and we will remain with 2 rho c square del theta. Now we will move towards further. The tension capital T can be, now we are resolving the tension capital T. The capital T can be resolved into two rectangular components. So one is horizontal component and another is vertical component. So first we will write about the horizontal component. The horizontal component is written as T cos del theta along CM and T cos del theta along Cn. Now here we should understand something. So again we will see our diagram number 1, Cm and Cn. When we will resolve into rectangular coordinate, this is the horizontal component, and T cos del theta will act along Cm direction and T cos del theta along Cn direction. These two forces, they are equal in magnitude but they are opposite in opposite to each other. Hence they will cancel out. रिमेंबर स्टूडेंट्स, यहाँ पे जो फोर्स है वो इस डायरेक्शन में है और यहाँ का जो फोर्स है यहाँ से इस डायरेक्शन में है. अब ये दोनों फोर्स का जो मैग्नीट्यूड है वो सेम है. व्हाट इज द मैग्नीट्यूड? मैग्नीट्यूड इज टी कॉस डेल थीटा इस डायरेक्शन में एंड टी कॉस डेल थीटा इस डायरेक्शन में. दिस टू आर सेम इन मैग्नीट्यूड बट दे आर डिफरेंट इन डायरेक्शन. जब डायरेक्शन डिफरेंट है तो दे विल कैंसल ईच अदर. along Cn, cancel each other being equal and opposite. Now we will consider the vertical component. The vertical components of tension act in the same direction and total force along CO. So let us see that. Now this is the vertical component. This is the vertical component of tension and act in the both are acting in the same direction, that is CO, and the total force along CO. So we will write that also. The total force is given by 2T. Now vertical component, it is sine del theta. Horizontal component, it was T cos del theta. Here for this portion, this is T sine del theta. For this portion, this again it is T del theta. So T del theta, it will give you 2T del theta, 2T sine theta. Here theta is so small that sine theta is nearly equal to theta condition. For this only this is true. So we will replace this sine theta by theta. So we will obtain the force along the vertical direction. The force is given by 2T del theta. It is del theta. Here it is del theta. So if it is theta, then we will write as theta. Since it is del theta, we will write as 2T del theta. Now we are going to equate the equation. This provides the necessary centripetal force. So we are going to equate both the equation. 2T del theta is equal to 2 rho c square del theta. Del theta will get cancelled. 2 will get cancelled. We will remain with T is equal to rho c square. C is written as under root T by rho. So velocity of the transverse wave, we denoted it by C. So some of the books, they are denoting it by V. You can write as V is equal to under root T by rho. Remember students, actually we are using C for velocity of light. So don't confuse between this C and that velocity of light. Otherwise you can use directly, this is velocity, we are denoting it by V, and you can derive this equation. So according to the book, some of the books they are making use of C, and some of the books they are making use of V. So these two things are same. This is not velocity of light. This is velocity of the transverse wave. Here again, remember student, this rho is mass per unit length. T is the tension of the wire and rho is mass per unit length. T is tension in the wire and rho is mass per unit length. So as I already told you, rho is mass per unit length, and it sometimes we can write it as same time we can write mass upon length. So rho here is mass upon length. So velocity can be written as T upon m upon L. If length is equal to 1, then C or V, velocity is equal to under root T by m. This is very important formula. Velocity of the transverse wave is given by under root T by m, where T is the tension and m is the mass.